Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we have the most famous physical therapist on the internet.
In our opinion, of
Brad
course,
was wondering
Bob.
if his mic is okay.
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
thanks, Bob.
Today, Brad, we're going to talk about the best shoulder rotator cuff strengthening exercises. Well, basically, it starts here. You need to have a core for
Right.
the shoulder, just like you need to have core for your legs and arms. So you know,
Right, so if you strengthen your legs, it doesn't matter how strong your quadriceps and hamstrings are if your core is not strong, because this is where it starts. So this is kind of like where the shoulder starts.
Right, the core for the shoulder.
Or the core, you can think of the foundation or the base. So why
Yeah.
should we go on further, Bob?
I don't know.
Let's look at this in a little more detail. Here, of course, we got Gumby. Don't forget, but we're going to look to Gumby's right, our left. The shoulder joint, or the GH, glenohumeral joint.
Glenohumeral joint.
That's what everyone thinks about as a shoulder joint. There's
Right.
a ball, kind of a shallow socket, and a lot of motion comes from there. But if you look at this, right here's the scapula.
The shoulder blade.
Exactly. Now, when you lift up like this, on this model, that's all you see of movement here. But in a real human, it's,
This is moving also.
yeah, and just because they have to attach it somehow so it doesn't fall off, they don't have the muscles that we're going to try and strengthen.
Right.
That really has motion. So if we look at it, here we have a scapula
Yeah,
here.
there we go.
Now watch this. When this goes up, see all that motion? And you really can see it with those muscles there. Here we have the rotator cuff muscles. And then
Is
when
that a
you're
2-to-1 ratio? I don't remember.
3-to-1.
3-to-1.
3-to-1 is what I
Right,
was taught
okay.
by George Davies, as a
Sure,
matter of fact.
the man.
You bet. Okay, so if this scapula doesn't have strength, you're not going to have strength here. And it's just the way it is.
Yeah, it's
So,
not. It's going
yeah.
to hurt you in sports. It's going to hurt you in any athletic
Right.
event. It's
If
going to
you're-
hurt you with lifting.
If you're a thrower
Yeah.
of any sort, make sure you focus on the exercise.
So we're focusing. The exercises today are focusing on the shoulder blade, the scapula.
Yeah.
How do you get that stronger? How do
Right.
okay.
And these muscles are really kind of interesting, and they got kind of cool names. They got the upper traps, the middle traps, and the lower
Lower
traps.
traps.
Most people are familiar with those. But what about the rhomboids? They're back here as well. The serratus anterior.
And that's underneath the scapula.
Yeah,
here.
that's the one that gives you that push-up motion. We're going to go through all these.
And then the levator scapula.
Oh, yes.
Which is right up from here up to the neck, right?
Well, actually, it goes up to the
base
base.
of the
Yep.
neck. Yeah.
And that one's a troublesome one because that can tighten up and cause headaches and that kind of thing. That's another story, though.
When I was in therapy school, we'd always say, "See you, levator."
Yeah.
I mean, that's what's a therapy joke.
Yeah, we better get on. So how do we strengthen them, Bob?
All right. Well, I
Okay.
bet you're going to show us.
Well, I'm not going to because I see some new people
Oh,
out there.
hello. Thanks for coming. By the way, if you are new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We've got videos on how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day, and our subscription button is there somewhere. Look for it, find it.
All right.
All right.
So let's get going there. I've divided this into 4 different basic exercise movements. The first one, Bob, can you hold this off to
Sure.
the side? You can start up against the wall. It's just one option. We're going to show you a couple
I
options
think you better
here.
move him out of the way completely.
Oh yeah, get him. Get Leopold out. Leopold. Elbows. The key is the elbows must be straight. And all I'm going to do is get all this motion from my scapulars.
So you're kind of rounding out, and then you're bringing your shoulder blades together here.
Right.
But you're keeping your arm straight the entire time.
Right. Now this would be early phase strengthening for this exercise. Bob, you want to show them as you get stronger, or if you're already strong, you can go right to this.
You can also go this way.
Sure.
I mean, this is almost like the same thing. You're putting a little more weight now on your shoulders.
Right.
And again, I'm going up.
Elbows are locked, and we're getting all the motion from the shoulder blades. If this is too easy, you can go right into that push-up position, right?
Oh, by the way, when I just for the full disclosure, I actually lost my serratus anterior muscle.
Did you find it?
No, I didn't find.
Actually, yeah, his serratus is not working.
Yeah.
You had a neurological issue with
Yep,
it?
I had my long thoracic nerve got taken out and it got inflamed.
Okay,
And
so you're going to see a problem here.
maybe you'll see it, maybe you won't.
Well, you pretty much would have to have the camera right up here, but you can see this scapula right here. Stay right there, Bob. Down. There you go. I can put my hand right in this hollow spot here. Yeah, his serratus scapula is not working well.
Serratus anterior.
And I'm sorry. Okay, so now the next motion, we're going to get to the traps.
Traps.
We're going to do this one.
All right. So we're squeezing the shoulder blades together.
And
Usually what we'd like to think about, okay, you got these two shoulder blades. You're not only pulling them together, you're trying to put them down. It's a visual thing in your mind. You're trying to think that they're going to go down into your pockets.
right.
Is what the cueing is.
Right, and we're going to show you some of the another way to do that with some TheraBand in just a little bit. Okay, and the next one, so we're pushing out, we're pulling back. Now we're going to do the lower muscles that do this downward motion.
This is where dips come in.
Yep.
Now it's nice if you'd have a dip bar.
Right.
Right.
But if you got good solid chairs like this, it works good. The key again, elbows have to be locked. I'm not doing this. That's not going to work. Elbows locked, and I just go. These are not real easy. So what you can do, if you're recovering from a weak muscle, from an injury, or whatever, you're going to step on a stool and take off some of the weight through your legs and then work them. Works really good, actually.
And actually, if you're a little taller like me, you don't need a stool. I can just go like this.
Right.
And bend my knees, and then I can.
If you're over 6 foot, depending on the height of your chair. Okay.
If you're not a midget, like Brad.
Then, if you have some dumbbells, you do need some weight or a TheraBand for this one.
How much weight?
These 5 pounds.
But you might start off with more even.
Right,
eventually,
especially
right?
some of these big, stronger guys. You may go up to 40 or 50 pounds possibly, and just shoulder shrugs. Okay. Now, I do want to go over the options with the wonderful TheraBand.
Sure.
You can do the exact same thing. You don't have to go out and buy weights. TheraBand's cheaper. You can take it with you on trips, you know, in your hotel room.
Because they hook into the door a lot of times.
Exactly.
You close the door on them. Do you want me to be the door, or?
Nope. I'm going to show you something, Bob.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, for that one. Actually, I'm gonna put it right here.
Oh, you
Pretend,
are.
we're gonna pretend this is a doorknob. Then you can show my scapular motion.
So again, look at it, how it's pulling the shoulder blades together, and it's a great way to get strengthening. So he can go up, you know, more up this way, Brad. Like that. Yeah, like that. There you go. That's what I was looking for.
That changes.
Yeah. And he can go to the one that he was just doing, and then he can even go palm down and pull that way.
Right.
Get some of the lower traps and the rhomboids, and
that really gives a nice overall workout to those posterior muscles.
What's nice about that one is it's fast to do, and you feel like you're really doing something.
Exactly.
And working on that core, the core of the shoulder is basically what we're trying to do.
Now for the push-up ones, the way I like to do this one, if you have these, is I double it up, both hands on one. You got a loop, put your hand in there like this, over the back like this, straighten the elbows, and the same activity is going on. And you get that nice support across your back with this one as well.
Yep, looks good.
Okay. Now, this one you pretty much need to have something overhead. I haven't figured out how to do this without getting the TheraBand attached to something overhead, and you're just going to go down like this. So if you're in a hotel and you're doing this,
you're probably
you're going to have to bring your drill and an eye bolt.
Probably deface the hotel.
I'm just kidding. You may have to just skip that one. Okay.
I got another one for you, Brad. You want to see it?
Yeah.
So this one, you start with your arms above. You just take the stretch band like this, and you're going to go ahead and pull it down like this. Do you see what I'm doing here, Brad?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going down. See how I'm strengthening? It actually works pretty good.
Yeah, as long as you've got that kind of range of motion, because my shoulder's a little tighter. I think I could probably, I might be able to, because my shoulders are just inherently tight. I was kind of born that way. Oh yeah, that works good. Nice idea, Bob.
You can actually make it a little close, put your hands closer even, and really work it.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Oh yeah, yes. Nice, Bob. Okay.
There is a whole series of ones you can do prone too, Brad. Do you want to show some of those?
Well, I wanted to show the finish up, the pull up ones.
Oh, okay.
If you don't have weights, again, the here, hand here, step like this, and you got a fairly good resistance there. And
Oh,
you
that's
go
a good
up
one to do,
and
yeah.
down. Up, yeah, it works real well. There we go. And you know, you work these muscles, particularly these muscles here, and it just relaxes you because those are the muscles that tighten up
all
with
the
stress.
tension throughout the day.
Yeah, so I think if you're an office worker, you're all stressed out from working on the computer,
It's got a double benefit.
pull this right out of your drawer and start working it.
All right.
Get that stress worked out. So again, Bob, this is really getting close to our core part, not just the core of the shoulder, but the part that we're working on fixing, but we can't get to it yet.
That's right. We can fix just about anything except for a
it's up
broken
here.
heart. Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We're getting it though.
Yeah,
we're
we're
going to
getting
get
it.
there. We're not stopping until
Yeah,
we get
we're
it.
working on it. Thanks.